The GLC has been a best-selling SUV for Mercedes-Benz in India. But with the new gen model due to come only next year, there lies a gap between the GLA and the GLE.
And that's where this SUV comes in. It's called the GLB, and it's not the first time that you've seen this car here on Car and Bike, because Siddharth has already driven it and shown you the review. But now that it's in India, the keys have landed in my hand. So yes, I'm going to drive this thoroughly. So to get more automotive content and of course this review, click the like button and of course the subscribe button too to get regular updates from Car and Bike.
Mercedes-Benz decided to make the end of 2022 its grand finale by launching not one but two cars.
And those cars are the GLB and the EQB. Yes, a lot of design cues from the GLB have been straight away picked up from the GLS. That is why it's called the baby GLS as well. You see these headlamps, they remind you of the GLS, the tail lamps too on the same lines. And of course, the silhouette, the big muscular part that you see on the side, the haunches on both the front wheel and the rear wheel, well, it's again a stark reminder of the GLS. Of course, it's a 7-seater. That again is a bit of a resemblance to the GLS, but this one is going to be the most affordable 7-seater car, luxury car in the country when it is launched on December 2nd. Now, move on to the EQB and you see very distinct EQ elements on it. You see this massive grille up front that that's very EQ-like, very much in tune with what the EQ brand stands for. And then you have these nice little blue elements on the headlamps, which again are only available on the EQB. It has a longer bonnet and that is why it looks a bit more muscular. But overall, in terms of dimensions, there is a bit of a difference between the two. However, they are very similar on the outside.
The GLB is based on the MF82 platform, while the EQB on the IV82. And there are very minor differences in their dimensions. But take a look at the figures and you'll see how close they are in terms of dimensions to the GLC. And then Mercedes' strategy to bring this car to the country becomes clearer. Both the EQB and the GLB will be imported into India from the company's Mexican plant. But knowing Mercedes-Benz India, we expect a strategy to make these cars here too. Now, apart from dimensions, there's a lot common in both these cars on the inside as well. But if you were attentive, you'd notice something as well.
Well, there's good amount of space up front and you see how roomy the cabin is. And if you look at the dashboard, and you'll also notice how simple it is and how well laid out it is. Ergonomically, everything is right there at the touch of your finger. You have these toggle switches right here, the turbine AC vents. They all look smashing and they all look very modern. Then you have these two 10.25-inch screens. One is a touch screen, this one of course, and the other is the instrument cluster, which is not. This too is very intuitive and you get access to everything that you want to, right from information about the car to information about the AC, the temperature of the AC. You also get wireless charging in this, but you do not get wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Now that's a big miss according to us. You do get wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but if it was wireless, it would have made more sense, is what we feel. You get a great panoramic sunroof, and the overall space here really is smashing because you do get that sense of roominess here. Well, on to the second row then. Now the seats at the back are very comfortable. I wish there was more under thigh support, but there is good enough knee room, there's good enough headroom and good shoulder room as well. because the glass area is so big, and there is of course the panoramic sunroof there and the massive glass here, there is a sense of roominess, and you kind of enjoy being here at this back seat because it feels big enough. You get two AC vents at the rear. You also get a USB C-type charger. Now, there are two big changes here. One is that these seats are split into 40, 20, 40, so that you can put them down and make adjustments accordingly. So very flexible that way. The other thing is that you can adjust your seats, so you can actually go down, pull it front and back, and then the seat also reclines. There you go, and that just adds to your comfort. So that's what is great about it. And really, I mean, if for more under thigh support, the rest seems really good. Onto the third row then, and the ease of access is very simple as far as the third row is concerned, because just move this ahead and there is enough and more space to go inside. But you know what, Mercedes clearly said that this back seat is for preteens and pets, and though I would love to go inside and get crammed, I will not, because it's not for me. And I know you all will love to see me get crammed there. So no, I'll avoid getting inside.
So, did you notice anything? I shuffled between both the cars when talking about the interiors. If you notice that, you know how to tell the difference between the EQB and the GLB. There's also generous space provided if there are 5 people traveling. Yes, I said 5 and not 7. With all 3 rows up, there's 150 liters of space on offer. With the third row down, there's 700 liters. And with the second and third row folded, you get 1680 liters. So with these self-explanatory shots, let me tell you how both these cars drive.
GLB is available in both petrol and diesel engine options. I have got my hands on the diesel. It's a 2-liter diesel motor, and there's 188 brake horsepower on offer, which is good. 400 Newton meters of torque, which basically kicks in from 1600 RPM. So below 1600 RPM, there is nothing. Till about 1500 RPM, there is a hint of lag that you get. But this 8-speed dual clutch transmission actually works over time to negate that lag. And every single time you shift, or you upshift or you downshift, that power is made available to you, which is great. And you really enjoy driving it. 0 to 100 is done in 7.6 seconds, and that is also because it's the all-wheel drive 4MATIC system that this one has. Now, as far as power goes, you have a very strong band between 1600 and 3000 RPM that this power is available on. Once you cross that, it gradually diminishes, and then there is the hint of lag. But if you know how to work the paddle shifter, well, it's entertaining, very entertaining. And the GLB really comes into its own in that spectrum. So it's truly enjoyable to drive, there's no doubt about that. And I mean, for all those people who are saying that it's underpowered, no, it's not. It's proportionately powered, and that's why you enjoy it.
But the EV version was the pick of the day for me.
This one is just entertaining, and you really enjoy your time behind the wheel of this one. 390 Newton meters of torque on offer instantaneously. Who can refuse that offer? There's 225 bhp on offer, and it's just so much fun. Put it in sport mode and it's even better because the steering wheel firms up, everything just gets tauter, and then you want to take the curves, they are even better, and it just works as one unit. Yes, there is a hint of understeer when you get into the corner, but otherwise it works fine because it has that weight too behind it. This is what you want to be in, for sure. The EQB undoubtedly was my pick of the day.
And given that it has a range of 423 kilometers on a single charge, the EQB is quite the mile muncher. It has a fast charging option too, and if plugged into a 100 kilowatt DC fast charger, it can go from 10% to 80% in just 32 minutes. A full charge with an 11 kilowatt AC charger takes around 6.5 hours. And you also get a 6-year warranty on the battery pack. The ones who will opt for the GLB too will receive an 8-year warranty on the engine and transmission, which is very impressive. What also impresses is the ride. The ride quality on both is spot on. With a ground clearance of 155mm, the EQB and the GLB trot over anything that the Indian roads have to offer. Even if you are in the third row, the suspension travel is shorter and hence you don't bounce about. On the safety front, both cars will come with 7 airbags, and the safety is extended to the third row too, which gets curtain airbags. Both have a 5-star safety rating from Euro NCAP, and there are numerous other active and passive safety features on offer. But clearly, all eyes will be on what the cars will be priced at. A gut feel tells me that both will carry the same price tag, just to shake things up a bit in the luxury car segment. So I won't be surprised if both are priced between 57 lakh to 65 lakh rupees, and that would be very competitive. So the GLB and the EQB impress with what they have to offer, and a knockout price would certainly put them on a pedestal.